Welcome to the This Could Make Us Famous podcast. You've heard all the stories of the rich and famous. But what about everybody else? Some of the greatest and funniest stories come from everyday people. Here, we share their stories and just maybe make them famous. Let's get started. Here is your host, Jason McCormick.
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, and whatever else there is. I don't know what time of day you are listening to this podcast, but welcome back to This Can Make Us Famous podcast. You are in for a treat today because we're joined by Charlie Bartha. Welcome to the show. And myself, Jason. As always, we're happy to be here. We're happy to see you guys. And
we can't physically see you, but we can see you.
We can see that you're probably seeing us
and laughing.
And we kind of wanted to start the show off with addressing a situation. We had a comment. Okay, Charlie got his first. You got your first. What is the criticism? Constructive criticism, if you will. And Charlie wanted to address that. And this criticism was someone saying that he needed to improve his cell phone skills. He needs to learn how to use a cell phone. And I want you to know you hurt Charlie. And
I cried for days.
He was very hurt by that. And so why don't you address that, Charlie? Why don't you talk about...
First of all, the guy in the green shirt has a name.
Yeah, I know. They clearly did not listen to the podcast because your name is literally mentioned by...
And secondly, what are you personally going to do when the cell phone just quits working? Can you get from point A to point B? I can.
Charlie can because he knows how to...
I don't rely on MapQuest. I don't rely on the phone to get me from point A to point B. But
you might have to turn your microphone because I'm not getting your... You might turn it in.
Turn it in.
There you go.
Turn it in.
Now we can hear you.
Okay,
So it hurt Charlie's feelings.
Yes, it did. I cried for days.
And he definitely cried. No, we love constructive criticism. Charlie definitely knows how to use a cell phone. He may not be as familiar with the comments section and where to click to find the comments. I sometimes have a problem with that because they change things all the time, where the buttons are. But there's room for improvement for me and everybody else. And even the guy that made the comment, let us peer into your life. And I'm sure we'll have a constructive criticism or two to throw your way. So anyways, things have been good. We mentioned in the last podcast that it possibly could be the end. And here we are today, this evening. We're recording this podcast on the 18th
of January.
And we're still here. It's not the end of the world yet. We didn't think we'd be able to do another podcast, but man, is it getting crazy out there.
It is getting crazy.
What are your thoughts, Charlie?
I mean,
goodness
do
gracious.
Not know what to think. I listen to both sides. I listen to what the Holy Spirit tells me. And I have my general thinking, but as a generalized person, not if I didn't listen to what the Holy Spirit was saying, I would probably be going nuts about now because everything is going this way one day, then it would go this way, then it would go this way, then it would go this way. And then it might come together just a little bit, and then it's going to go poof, and then it will go poof, and then it might come back together just a little bit.
that's why I finally just gave up. I mean, okay, so the talk of today is just about all the things going on, all the conspiracies, and this is going to happen, that's not going to happen. And really, I just kind of gave up. I'm hoping for the best. I'm hoping that there's not any martial law where people get hurt. You know, I don't understand all these soldiers and 25,000 soldiers there in D.C. And I guess there's military activity all over the country at state capitals. And people would argue that from the left, I guess they would say that it's crazy Trump supporters that they're afraid of doing something. And then there's people from the right that are saying that it is actually a plan of martial law for Trump. And that they're actually being entrapped and by the gates that are over the Capitol. So I've heard a lot of different theories, and I'm not going to dog on any of them. That's what I'm not here to do that tonight. So I just kind of wanted to talk a little bit about the different things that people are possibly thinking. So who knows how it's going to end, but I mean,
I just hope you have your toilet paper stocked up.
Yeah, whatever happens, always be prepared. You need toilet paper, especially in the end of the world. You need toilet paper. No, we don't, but we do have family members that do. Charlie? No, dude, you guys are stocked up with toilet paper for, I don't know, the next century or two.
You just never know.
Oh, I can't give away your secrets. People will come breaking into your house looking for toilet paper. No, but it never hurts to be prepared. And I'd have to say that, you know, with all this COVID stuff, and no one would have ever imagined, like if you would have went back a year ago and told somebody that all this stuff was going to happen, they would totally think you're a nutcase. This is not going to happen. And so we can honestly say we just don't know.
That it happened.
Just like that, it happened. And so you just don't know what to expect. So it never hurts to be prepared. I mean, we should all know that by now based on what we're seeing.
Yeah, but you don't see, and even going into the stores, I mean, you don't hear the stories like you heard about the mask anymore. I haven't been, I haven't seen any of the stories. I mean, the signs are still there, even though they're different. Any story.
So you're saying they're not making a big deal about the mask anymore?
They're not making such a big deal about the mask as they did a month or two ago.
You know what else you could use for toilet paper?
Your mask.
If you run out of toilet paper,
dude, did you see that
beautiful mask? We could repurpose them.
Did you see that one I sent you? The meme. It was probably fake. But she literally reaches down. She's walking her dog. Reaches down to. That's a video of a woman that is walking her dog, and the dog takes a dump and picks it up with the mask. She picks up with a mask and throws the poop in the garbage can that's right there, and then puts the mask on and walks off.
Oh man!
First of all, what you doing wearing a mask in the public anyway?
Exactly.
I mean, there's nobody around her with her dog.
Yeah. I would show that video, but I'm kind of getting tired of people like, you're not giving them credit on the video and copyright bull crap and all that stuff.
Yeah,
so
you can find it.
If you want to watch the video of the
watch
woman,
it sooner than later, just in case.
Most of you have already seen it.
In case some certain internet search that has 2 O's in their name all of a sudden disappears. So you might want to search sooner than later.
Yeah. Yeah. Search sooner than later. And you know what's funny? The copyright, or not the copyright, but the censorship that's going on.
Oh man, it's ridiculous.
I'm hoping
you hear the latest one.
No.
CNN wants to ban Newsmax.
Oh yeah, I heard something about that. You know what's funny? We're going to be censored for talking about censorship.
We probably will.
And then they'll censor the person that's talking about the person being censored for talking about the censorship.
For talking about the
censorship. It's just a.
And How many people have sense at all in that?
Yeah, and then all the people that sense the censoring of the censorship blocking.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's just a big censorship party over here. Man, what the heck? What a time to be alive. I mean, dear God.
Yeah, I'm here for a reason.
Yeah, I mean, come on. So, okay, I have my theories and my opinions about what's going on, and I'll spare you of that because there's just so much division. We talk about it a lot on the podcast. Chaos, people just hating one another. And I'm so against that. And yeah, I have.
Wait a minute, I was wondering why it was so dark in here. I forgot I had these.
Yeah, Charlie forgot. It reminds me of the time you forgot that your earphone for his headphone. He was like, "Man, I can't hear out of this," and it was flipped that way. And you.
I did that during sound check so I could hear.
Oh my gosh, it's something else. But yeah, so I got really strong political views, just like everyone that's watching this, and it doesn't really help to. Just throw those out there, even though I'm entitled to my own views and opinions. I want to focus this year on trying to unite. And yeah, I may slip up a little bit and throw some of my opinions out there.
No.
But I never wanted this show to be a political podcast. But, you know, with all the insanity that's going on, it's okay to talk a little bit about.
How can it not be with all the insanity that's going on?
Yeah, I mean, it's like, crazy. End of the world kind of crap that's going on. So, I mean, what do you think?
I will say this, that there has been a lot of military aircraft activity in this area that we are in.
Yeah, there's helicopters that go over our house all the time.
Yeah, and we don't have an active base. I mean, they're all within flying range of us. Don't get me wrong on that. But the closest active base is probably an hour drive. Now we do have one that has. They deactivated a while back. It used to be an Army Corps facility that's near us, but. I'm almost thinking that maybe that got reactivated or something.
It could. I mean, we just don't know. And nobody honestly can tell you that they know exactly what's going on right now. It's just, it's very alarming to see all this military activity and not know what the heck is going on. I mean, we assume that, you know, what they're saying on the news, like, yeah, it's there to protect the swearing at the inauguration day. To protect our capitals around the country. And I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But I will say this. This is what I'm trying to look at things at both angles. Okay, I've said it many times. I got friends from every walk of life.
The right angle?
The right angle.
Left angle?
Here's Charlie with his rabbit trails.
I'm just curious.
Yeah, right. It's the right and left angle. So
does it make a nice isosceles triangle, or
it does? It makes a nice one. So we got friends that have all kinds of different political views, but I do want to bring this up. I try to look at things from each perspective to have a better understanding. I'm not one that like my party, they could do no wrong, and I think that's so messed up. And people, like, whether you're right or left, on the right or the left, and you think that, like, if I'm on
the left, what's that mean?
On the left. You're not on the left. So if you're left leaning, so you're Democrat, liberal, and then you got Republican, conservative, whatever.
We need to change spots then, because I need to be on the right.
Whatever. So whatever you belong to, you know, you think that, oh, because I'm a Democrat, my party could do absolutely nothing wrong and everything they say is right and accurate because that's my party. Then the same thing goes for Republicans or the Green Party or Libertarian. Let's not forget them. So I'm not like that.
The Whig.
So we got to hold everyone that's our elected officials accountable for their actions, everybody. And it doesn't matter if we voted for them or didn't. They all need to be held accountable for what they've done. What other rabbit trail do you got now, Charlie?
You got to be held accountable for what you do when you're in office.
Exactly, you do.
I take my bid out for running then.
Yeah, you got to.
They told me I wasn't going to be held accountable for anything I did.
Crazy. So, as I was saying, you just got to.
Charlie is not running for Congress now.
This is a message for. I'm Charlie Bartha, and I approve this message. So
maybe school board, but not Congress.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'll be able to finish what I'm saying here soon. And maybe I'm not supposed to say it. I don't know. But
do you remember what you're
I'm trying to remember what I was saying because you were taking me on 1,000 different rabbit trails.
I had one more I was going to take you on.
You got one more rabbit trail? Yeah. Eventually, won't even be talking about politics. We'll be talking about something like puppies and.
Well, your party's coming up the end of the month, see? So.
Oh, my birthday party.
And you got to have it your way.
That's right.
You just told everybody that their parties can't.
God dang. All right. So, anyways, the truth is, your party can make mistakes, whether it's political. God. Oh my goodness, Charlie. Oh, Lord have mercy. But no one's paying attention anymore because they're like, I don't even know what this dude's saying, what he's trying to say. Just get it out for God's sake. It's not even important anymore. Whatever. Whatever. It don't matter anymore. I was trying to take something home, and it was something good, man. People were going to love it. And then Charlie just dismantled my whole entire whatever I was trying to say. He pulled it apart.
Go ahead. I'm laughing. Go ahead and say it now.
I can't say it now. I love his laugh. Dang it. All right, this might be our best show yet. This is incredible. We're talking about a whole lot of nothing. We're trying to talk about politics, and this is how it is. That's me after all this insanity.
Oh, you're a Kleenex.
Sometimes you just gotta laugh. Thanks for making us all laugh. I hope you guys are amused. So the next part of this segment will be Charlie laughing for about a half an hour, and I think we'll call it good. Oh my God. So yeah, that's pretty much my take on politics. Charlie.
Can't stop.
He's got the giggles, man. It's a good thing you don't toot when you giggle.
Oh man. That's somebody else I know.
Oh, I think I know who that person is. We should have them on the show.
I tried to get her to come tonight.
Yeah. She didn't make it.
No.
Yeah. So that was good. That was a great way to end that segment. I don't even remember where I was going with everything, but we do need
something about parties. That's all.
Something about a birthday party and clowns, and I guess that's the way I see it. Yeah, that's a good way to see it, you know. But yeah, whatever your
I'm Charlie Bartha, and I endorse this.
I endorse this podcast. That would be a cool way to end the podcast. I am Charlie Bartha, and I endorse this podcast. So what else do you want to talk about that's not politics? We're not good at politics. We're really not.
Oh, speaking about parties, mine's tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, Charlie, it's your birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yes.
Oh,
I'll be 30. Oh, my gosh. Wait, how old are you?
I'll be 34 on January 30th.
37 is a good number then.
Oh, my goodness. So tomorrow, I mean, you already hit the big 5-0.
No, 37.
So tomorrow you'll be tipping over the edge a little bit more to 5'1", 51 years old. That's a lot of time to be alive on this earth. So you
do the math. Your mother-in-law just turned 60 in the first, and we're 8 years apart.
Oh, so you're gonna be? Oh my gosh, Charlie.
I already.
How could I lose track of time?
I already started on that.
Because 2 birthdays ago was when we celebrated your 50, and that's when we just got back from Texas.
Yeah.
And we tried to surprise you with your daughters, but you pretty much already knew. You can't surprise Charlie because he can sense when you're getting ready to do something for him. So,
well, I was kind of surprised because I didn't think Chelsea was coming.
Oh yeah, one of his daughters. Okay,
Yeah.
All right. Well, then I didn't know that, so we slightly surprised you.
Slightly,
then.
yeah.
Okay. What if we brought another child that you're like that's claimed to be yours?
You know, it's funny you say that. Years and years ago, when I was
Daddy
whippersnapper, and Elizabeth and Chelsea, they were born because it was at the house. So Chelsea was just born. Elizabeth would have been 1-ish, 2-ish. We got a phone call in the middle of the night. And it was an African-American lady. And she's like, "Is this Charlie?" And I'm like, "Yeah." "Well, when are you going to send me some money?" I can't talk African-American woman, but when are you going to send me some money? I'm like, "Excuse me?" "Well, little Charlie needs diapers." I'm like, "Oh, really? Does he?"
And that's it?
That was pretty much the end of the conversation, yeah. And I'm like, "Well, I don't know what to tell you."
So you're telling me that some African American woman said that she called you in the middle of the night and said that when are you going to send little Charlie some diapers
And some money.
and some money?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's crazy. So, all right, let's let the audience know. We need to know, do you have another child
I do
that's
not.
African American that is little Charlie?
I do not.
Are you sure? I'm just kidding.
I am 100% sure of that.
100%. Well,
there was this one time. No,
there was this one time. Well, the next caller on the show, Daddy, it's Charlie. It's little Charlie. Oh, man, I am so glad.
So what it actually was these girls are going through the phone book.
Oh, they were prank calling?
Yeah.
I've done that before. One time I thought it was a great idea when we had phone books. Do we still have phone books out there? I mean, nobody's got a home phone anymore unless you're like in your 70s or 80s.
I think they're out there where they just have businesses.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I went through there one day and I'm like, you know what? It's going to be a good idea. I think I should go through the phone book and try to find someone named Richard Head, which, Dick is short for, Richard. And so I being the mature teenager that I was.
My drill sergeant in basic training was Ricky Dick.
Ricky Dick. Hey, Ricky Dick. Sergeant. Yes, sir, Ricky Dick. No, so I went through the phone book and I looked up every single name that was Richard Head. And I did find one, and I called and left a voicemail, and I was like, "Hey, is blank Head there?" And you know what? When I look back on it now, I
still think it's fun.
I still think it's no. I feel horrible because that was a bully. That was a bully thing to do, and I was irresponsible then. So, but I didn't bully people. It's just that one time, I thought it would be funny to do that.
Did you see those videos on the tube?
On the tube.
On the tube.
Yeah.
The tube, the tube.
The tube. The tube. You.
The tube. Yep.
The tube. You.
Yeah.
Dude, somebody should do that. They should just come in, make a non-censored platform called TubeU, and they'd probably be sued like crazy.
Oh no, they changed it.
Yeah, they
changed it 10%. It's perfectly legal.
TubeUE.
Yeah.
TubeUE.
Yep.
YouTubey. UB.
Anyway,
go ahead.
The Walmart videos.
I'm gonna do a rabbit trail.
Walmart videos where they go have the lady announce, and they're filming her as she's announcing. I can't remember what they say, but it's funny. They're on there. She gets on the phone. She goes, "Attention Walmart shoppers! Attention Walmart shoppers! Bump, bump, bump! Your party is waiting for you."
I remember that. That was messed up. And then you got the guy that
she repeats it.
Yeah, that's. And she fell for it. That's the worst part.
More than once,
and then there's the one where the guy. I mean, there's quite a few of these, but this one that I saw recently, where the guy, he grabs the intercom, like the phone off the pole in Walmart, and he farts into the. He just grabs it and he goes, burn, and you could hear it over the intercom. And he puts it back and walks away. That's disgusting. Someone's gonna hold that up to their face, but people do crazy things just to make people laugh, like us.
Well, I'll give them credit because they're pretty cool. The pun guys.
The pun, yeah, the punny guys.
Those guys are hilarious.
Well, that's innocent fun. It's not gross. But and they make me laugh.
We ought to do this. We ought to copy them. Not name wise, copy them, but they get monetize and get money.
Yeah.
People that give them stars or however they do it.
They give them reviews.
They pun their name.
They pun it?
Yeah. That's
pretty cool. That's very punny, Charlie.
Punny.
That's Perry punny, Charlie. No, I'll tell you what, if they had YouTube around the time when I was younger, I would have millions. TubeU, that's correct. Yes. I would have millions of subscribers probably because I was doing all the crazy pranks back then, like the stuff you're seeing on YouTube now. So it's unfortunate, but I missed my shot. Well, here I am, though. Here I am now trying to make it in a world of podcasting, which is extremely saturated. There's podcasters everywhere.
Well, I'm sure there was some at Walmart, but I couldn't find them anywhere, and I didn't really want to sit there and find somebody to ask to find out where they're at. But anyway, I bought a lighter from the gas station.
Charlie bought a lighter from the gas station.
Yeah.
Go on.
Okay. And then I was telling your mother-in-law how we used to get those in school, and we'd light them.
You would light the lighter.
Light the lighter. Okay. And hold it underneath the chair of the person in front of us.
Wow. Go on.
And eventually that baby would get pretty hot.
Oh, my God. Dude, I think we've done that before. The hot chair, like where you just, the hot seat, you light it up, and then you just start smelling burnt plastic.
No, they weren't plastic. They were.
Oh, the metal ones?
They're metal.
Oh, back in your day.
Yeah, back in my day.
Yeah, when you had metal chairs and straw.
Yeah. Just like they, you know what they're doing now? They're making plastic grocery carts. I hate them.
Plastic grocery carts?
I hate them.
So everything's plastic on there? Or is there any metal?
Thing, the wheels, everything.
What about the bolts holding on the...
Well, those might be fake metal.
So it could be plastic metal bolts?
Probably
aluminum foil.
Like cheap stuff from China and over there.
China. Well, I like how Aldi does their grocery carts with the quarter. I mean, it's been around for a long time, but I think it's a great idea. What do you think?
Here's a secret. If you don't have a quarter and you're an electrician, pop one of the sides out of the electric box and you can use that. Or you can use your key.
You could use a key to get it open?
The back of your key, yeah.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
I got to see that. We should have had a video queued up on that. Wow, I should try that. Try to commit a crime at Aldi. Would you get arrested for that?
No, it's not committing a crime. You're not paying to use the cart. You get your quarter back.
Right. You're just ensuring that you're going to return the cart. Yeah. See, Aldi doesn't have a problem with shopping carts like Walmart.
All die.
All die?
All die.
It's all die?
All die.
Not all D?
No, all die.
Okay. I should know that because I used to work for Aldi. Their warehouse. All die. All die. All die. All die. But Walmart, that irritates me, man, how people just don't, they're so lazy they can't put the shopping cart.
Wally World on here. We don't want to
Wally World. We don't want to give credit to Wally World. So they leave shopping carts, and I'm a good Samaritan, so I'll go and pick up shopping carts. I've done that so many times. I'm surprised I haven't gotten an award at Wally World. I got my plaque with my name on it, and
I did see one. It was in the toilet.
It was that wasn't a good one. But people, just take your shopping carts.
The restroom, not the physical toilet. Let me get that right.
The restroom, not the toilet.
Yeah.
Toilette. And the bathrooms, clean the bathrooms too. It's disgusting. And then the I cannot stand the sinks. Like you try to wash your hands and you're like putting your hand under there and it's the sensor is not working. And then finally it works and you got a good 3 seconds of water and you still got soap on your hand. So I'm going like this
to all of them.
All the sinks, man. I'm like, I got my hand over on this sink and this one trying to wash and people are looking at me like I'm crazy. Yeah. It takes me about an hour to get my hands washed in the Walmart bathroom. They had
the ones where you push down and you have like 5 seconds after you push down.
It's almost like a freaking well or something. You're like, they put a little crank on there.
And look, putting warm water in there doesn't hurt. You know, ice cold. The friction is what does it.
Yeah. Dude, I went to, I don't know if it was a gas station. Yeah, I think it was a gas station. And I went to wash my hands one time and they had the setting on there, like was scalding hot water. And my son Judah went to wash his hands and it just like freaking burned his hands. Like it was so bad. And I went to tell them like, you guys I know where it was. It was at the Arrowhead Stadium. We went to go see the monster truck rally. And I just could not believe how hot the water was. It was insane. I couldn't even put my hand under there. I guess they wanted to burn the germs away. It's like you wouldn't even need soap, man. Your flesh would just be gone. Yeah, the germs go with it.
Like taking a glove off.
Yeah, pretty much. So, speaking of the Chiefs, man, I know you're not watching football right now, but oh my goodness,
in the military, I don't observe any sport that
I didn't want to watch the games because I don't like when stuff gets political. Okay, and I understand people are real passionate about a lot of these issues that are going on, but I didn't want to see politics get involved in sports because I just wanted to watch sports, and I'm not huge into sports, so it wasn't a major deal to me, but I wasn't too excited about it. And so like many other people that said they weren't going to watch football, I was one of them, and I ended up slipping up and watching the Chiefs because I'm a Chiefs fan, being from Kansas City. And they're looking like they're going to make it to the Super Bowl.
You would be a Ram fan, even though they moved out of the city.
I am not a Rams fan. I was during the Kurt Warner.
Were you a Cardinal fan when they were there?
I am the St. Louis. Oh, you're talking about the St. Louis Cardinals, the football team.
Yeah.
No, that was before my time. I mean, maybe I was a baby. I don't know when they were there. And then it's kind of funny. So we had a football team, St. Louis Cardinals. I assume maybe.
Yeah, they're both named Cardinals. And that team moved to Phoenix.
Oh, the Arizona Cardinals, yeah. But as far as the Rams, I was a fan of the Rams, and then the Denver Broncos, then the Rams again, until after Kurt Warner was gone. I was like, not a fan of this team. But man.
Now you have nothing over on that side of the state.
Nothing.
Other than the Cardinals.
Nothing. And the Cardinals Blues are a big, and the St. Louis Blues. Can't forget them. I love the Blues. I've always loved the St. Louis Blues. And hockey is
a real man sport.
That is definitely a man sport. Like, oh my goodness.
Not that a woman can't play it, but it's a man sport.
Yeah, we don't want to exclude a woman from hockey, no way. But back to the Chiefs, they are definitely going to make it to the Super Bowl. But I will say this, I mean, my opinion, I'm really shocked that they're just barely pulling out these wins. Now, mind you, a win is a win, but they're barely making it.
Well, I heard the quarterback got hurt.
Yep, Mahomes.
Yep. So they had to bring in the second string quarterback.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, a couple of those games where they lost tight. Didn't they bring him in too because they were winning? You got to give him some playing time so when things like this happen where he gets hurt, he's not fresh off the bench and hasn't thrown a football in a football game since he's been a professional.
Well, I think that was a good call the last game before this one. Who did they play? Was it the...
But there was a lot of people that were ticked off because they pulled him.
Really? Yeah. Well, I think, like I was saying, that the last game before this one where they lost, I still think it was a good call to let Patrick Mahomes rest and the whole team, the starters, so they could be charged up and ready to go for the playoffs. And, you know, they squeezed out this win against the Browns, and it was a close game for sure. I mean, they were dominating at first, and then like they normally do, they just kind of fall apart a little bit, and then they come back and just win.
Can't rely on one person. You got it.
Yeah, it's not that, and
there's
that's
no I in team.
Right, and that's the way I look at it, is that, you know, it's why is the quarterback always the star? It's like always about the quarterback. They're the face of the team. And yeah, I mean, you need a good quarterback. They're very, very important, but unless you have a strong unit, a team, or someone that can catch the dang ball or block,
see,
you can't win.
Here's my opinion on what's going to happen to the Chiefs, because it pretty much repeats itself everywhere. Okay, their salary cap's capped. So these other people, I mean, he's young, so he's going to be there, you know, for a while. But these other guys are going to be retiring, and the new ones coming up, they're not going to be able to pay. They're going to be able to pay peanuts for them to come on.
So you're saying, like, basically,
so they've got like 4 or 5 good years, and then they're just going to go. Pfft. I mean, they're still going to be competitive because he is a good quarterback, but they're not going to be dominant like they are now.
Do you think? Well, Patrick Mahomes, I think, didn't he sign a 10-year, $500,000?
No,
or $500 million. Sorry, not thousand. $500 million contract, and guaranteed, like, was it over $100 million if he gets injured?
If he's injured, yeah.
So, I'm sure there's some sports fanatics right now tearing us up.
He's already invested that money. I mean, he's part owner of the Royals, and
yeah, yep.
Fiance is,
well, they're set for life. I mean, they are totally set for life.
Well, his fiance is part ownership of the team that's the women's soccer team, professional soccer team that might be coming to Kansas City.
Really?
Yep.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, she's part of the expansion team. And she is part owner or owns it 100%. I'm not 100% not sure which way it is.
She part owner, yeah. Well, at least something's good is happening to them. I mean, while the whole world is falling apart and people are losing everything, there's some people like Patrick Mahomes that are gaining everything, or so it seems. But good luck to the Chiefs. I hope they actually make it to the Super Bowl again. I'd love to see them play the Green Bay Packers again, because that was the very first Super Bowl. And unfortunately, we lost to the Packers. But it'd be cool to have a rematch and have Rodgers against Mahomes, because they're two excellent quarterbacks. I was really sad, even though we won the against the Saints. It was kind of sad to see Drew Brees, lose like that. It was very unfortunate. But they played. Actually, I'm getting the games mixed up. I'm totally mixing up. It's the Buccaneers they played. So the Chiefs played the Browns, and the Buccaneers played that team.
New Orleans
Saints. I got them mixed up. There's so many games going on right now, and I'm not a sports fanatic, but so I think we're definitely going to be going to the Super Bowl, Drew Brees, this probably was his last game, and that might be it for him. And maybe there's details out right now that I haven't read that he is done. I don't know. But anyways, I had a brain fart there.
It's the end of the world.
It's the end of the world. Copyright. People are so quick to copyright you and like sue you because they just want money. Money hungry.
That's what's wrong with the people of the United States, unfortunately. That's why it costs you so much when you go to the doctor, because people are suing the doctors like they're tomorrow.
Yep. Sue hungry people
That's why
taking
the
money.
prices at the grocery store are so high, because people steal and people sue. They go in there and fake fall and sue. And
slip or getting little fender benders and sue you for everything you got, or
all about the dollar.
Yeah. It's unfortunate. So we got some awesome guests lined up here in the future. I just talked to a good buddy of mine, Alex, and he is going to be on hopefully this Friday for the show. So we're planning that out now. And the two brothers that I was going to have on for this one, I haven't been able to get a hold of them to get it set up. So we went ahead and just did our show, because the show must go on. Podcast must go on. But hopefully we can connect with them and get them on the podcast. And then I have a few other people lined up. I got people messaging me pretty often and wanting to get on the show. So
yeah, we have an organic
we're pretty excited.
That I've
and Charlie's been trying to get this organic farmer on the show. And maybe you want to be on the show and you live in the Kansas City area. Possibly, even if you don't, we are going to try even harder to get the whole Zoom call thing going so that we could do live video Zoom calls on the podcast. I think that would be pretty cool.
Where was I when that went on the stock market?
Oh, I know. You weren't in the loop there. I'll tell you what, some politicians got rich off that. So yeah, just look forward to the future shows. We got some great guests coming.
About politics again?
No, not at all. Now you are. You're bringing it up.
You just said it.
I know, but you just said that I said
it. I know, but you said I said it.
But you said that I said that you said it.
Ditto that.
So yeah, we're really looking forward to this next year. We're going to try to experiment with some things and try to make the show a little better content, and get some great guests on the show. We've been all of last year, man. We had the opportunity to bring on some really awesome people, some interesting people, very interesting people, and that's what makes the show great. We are officially at 152 subscribers at this moment. Unless someone unsubscribed, then we'd be at 151.
Oh, that's good math.
That is really good math.
Are you sure you cheated off his paper?
You're talking about the Cody story where I cheated off my friend's test and wrote his name.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's on one of the podcasts. I don't even remember. I tried to.
I think one of them got scratched.
Yeah. I try to put that behind me. I'll probably bring it up again years down the road when our show is actually out there and people know who we are.
I'll bring it up the first time he gets after Judah for cheating on a test or something.
Yeah. Well, you remember that one time that you wrote at least your son didn't write their name down.
At least he wrote Judah and not Tom.
Oh man. Sometimes I wonder if I even have a brain. I now that I have medical insurance, I thought about going to get a scan and just see what the heck's wrong with me, why I'm forgetting things and stuttering a lot. And oh Lord. But you know what? That's not unlike God to put people like me that have all these issues in a platform where I'm talking, hopefully in the future, for a living. Right now it's not a living. I mean, we made a couple dollars, but that penny over there. But it's fun, man. We're really enjoying this.
That penny actually cost a couple dollars.
The penny costs more. Wow. It costs more. It's
Where is it? I'll hold it up.
It's kind of like it's way over there.
Too far to get.
like those pennies that you pay more to get the penny smashed than the penny.
Yeah.
The coin press.
You have to put 51 cents in, but it costs you 50 cents.
So 50 cents to get a penny that's smashed. That's a brilliant idea.
It's even legal because you're destroying money.
Yeah, defacing currency. That's illegal. It's a federal crime. It's death penalty. You destroyed a penny. I sentence you to death. Oh, man.
Why didn't they make the people pull those things out of the souvenir places and stuff like that when they supposedly had a coin shortage?
I don't know. That's a good question that the world needs to know.
Yeah.
More than anything.
Because, 1 penny adds to, put another penny, that's 2 cents. You add a couple more, you're up to nickel. Well, not physically a nickel, but you got 5 cents.
Well, but you don't have any sense, though.
You're right. I took it out.
Took it out
of my pocket. Yeah, took it out of my home.
Yep. No sense. I don't make any sense half the time.
No.
I just ramble on and
I got
talk. And you got what?
Nonsense.
Nonsense?
Nonsense.
Nonsense?
Yeah.
Charlie's got nonsense.
So I didn't have no sense. I got nonsense.
I got nonsense. Oh, man. So a lot of things are changing at my workplace, man. I'm starting to get freaked out that I might lose my job. It's crazy. So
the one I just got, technically.
The one I just got, well, I was a temp there, and then I just got hired on, and now they laid off a bunch of people, and some really good people that didn't deserve it, and it's unfortunate. And then all these machines are getting moved out, and they're shutting lines down, and people are freaking out thinking that they're going to lose their job. And, if you have not heard the earlier podcasts that I've done, I work for a company that helps do the COVID-19 test kits, and we put those together. And among other products, too. They've been around for a long time. And now, I don't know. I think the contract must have expired, and now they've changed everything.
Contract might have expired, or they got too much inventory.
Well, we did overproduce. Like, we overproduced the product, and
they don't need them anymore.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably a mixture of everything, but I noticed that a lot of the product is still on the shelves and it's not moving. And so therefore they shut down all these lines because they don't need to produce anymore. And so they're trying to explore different avenues to bring in money and keep people working. But it's really strange how we were so slammed with work that we were hiring temp services from everywhere. And it was unbelievable. The place was packed out with people, so much work and overtime as much as you wanted. And then all of a sudden it just dried up.
Well, we are only like 2 days from Inauguration Day.
Yeah.
That's if you believe one side or the other, it all go away.
I just realized something too, that quite a few of the fans that listen to the show actually work at my job. And they work in the office, some of them.
Jason was talking about that other place he used to work at.
Yeah, it was a different place. I may not have a job now after this. I may have secured that. Hopefully they're listening to this and laughing their heads off too.
Yeah.
Which I love my job, by the way. I love it. I may get upset sometimes, but I love my job and I need it. And I love where I work. So you guys are good people, and you're doing what you got to do. So, but
this podcast is not sponsored by Jason. It is sponsored by Charlie.
It's sponsored by Charlie, and these are all Charlie's opinions and not mine. I'm just repeating what Charlie's telling me to.
It's written on a script right here.
I got a little earpiece in, and oh man, so. Dude, this has been a really
get me laughing again.
Yeah, Charlie's got the giggles again. Giggly wiggly Charlie. I've noticed our podcasts have been a little bit shorter each time. We're keeping it a little under an hour, which I don't mind that. I don't think it's a big deal. I mean, They say on the TubeU the TubeU. Let's stick with that. Dude, I hope they don't like censor our podcast, like put something underneath it that says, corrects us and
we're not TubeU. We are.
Yeah. This is incorrect. You are banned from. So, I really, I don't know what else to say, man, other than we got to get it together. What the heck, man? What the heck? What is tomorrow going to bring?
I do. What I don't understand.
What do you not understand?
How come they're not the certain platform, social media platform is not censoring when you send a request to people for the other platform that is very similar to it on their platform? Why would they allow that?
That is a good question.
Allow that?
That is a good question. You're full of great questions tonight. I need to write that down and look it up.
But if you say a certain word, that's not
Done.
truth. You're on. You're off.
Yeah. Oh, this is what I was going to say earlier about this is what I was going to drive
Don't
home.
mention the word party.
I'm not going to say the word. I'm not going to say it. But I think it's ridiculous, okay, that this certain group of people could say there's a Russia hoax for 4 years. There was Russia collusion. Okay, I said that wrong. There was Russia collusion. And then when this other party that the color's red, I said party anyway. Dadgummit. This other group of people, their color's red. Oh my gosh.
The key word today is party.
They say there's fraud and they're crazy. Come on, guys. That's hypocritical. And that's me just looking at both sides. Different colors, red and blue. What in the heck? 4 years of Russia collusion, impeachment, just nonsense constantly. The whole time we just on the news, Russia collusion, and it's okay for them to say that. But then this other red color group with an elephant, they say fraud, and suddenly they're wrong, and the integrity of our election is safe. And dude, are we living in the freaking Twilight Zone?
Speaking of,
come on,
since we're talking zoo animals here,
yeah, let's talk about zoo animals.
There's a zoo animal that's in between the elephant and the donkey. Do you know what that one is?
A spunky.
That's a rhino.
Rhinoceros.
Yeah. You know what a rhino is?
Yeah, that's what they're saying, that some of these people from the Red Party.
Yeah.
I said party again. It's impossible. I like to party.
Pick a word at the beginning, and every time it's said, I'm just going to start laughing.
I like to party. What can I say? My goodness, we could, dude. That is just so much. And I know my buddy Alex that comes in on Friday. He wants to talk about that, and we're probably going to get really political about rhinos. No, we're going to get really political on Friday. So if you...
I thought we were going to keto talk.
Well, we're going to talk that as well. But if you get offended easily about politics, that's probably one you don't want to watch.
But watch it anyway, because,
Yeah, you can watch it, and just remember, we do love you guys, even though we completely disagree with certain things.
Feel free to comment.
And you can comment. Just don't be hateful. We won't be hateful.
Yeah.
But we are going to share our views on that one. I don't get political, barely ever, and this one will probably be a political podcast
with some keto.
On that episode with a little sprinkle of keto. No carbs. No carby politics. We're going to cut the carbs on the politics. We're going to keep it light. Maybe a couple carbs.
Some net carbs. You're allowed.
Some net carb political party. Yeah. We're going to keep it keto friendly. So you know what? We're almost at an hour. Yeah. I'm tired. I was hoping maybe I can edit this podcast tonight and have it out but have it out by this evening. I don't know. I think I'm going to go to bed. I'm pretty tired. I'll edit tomorrow and put it out. So anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in. I know we were kind of jabbering a little bit and making zero sense. Nonsense. But we love to talk. What can you say? And guys, thanks for being fans. Thanks for being loyal. We absolutely love you. And stay safe out there. Love your neighbors and your enemies, people that you can't stand, even though they have different views.
Even your frenemies. Love them too.
Love your frenemies. And do good, and let's make this world a better place. It's okay. Remember, it's okay to disagree with people. You don't have to hate them, but be true to yourself, true to God.
Do not do like the BF.
What's the BF? All right, we'll leave it at that. We'll leave that to your imagination.
Like the BF, which is reversed initials for some social media platform.
Oh, BF.
Okay,
I see. We're not giving anyone credit.
Don't do like the BF, and just because you don't like something that somebody says, click the unfriend button.
Yeah, unfriend. Yeah.
If they're getting too much into politics or something like that, you can also click this little button that says unfollow. And then you don't have to listen to them unless you want to listen to them.
Yeah, I have to listen to people. I have friends of mine that'll make fun of Trump, call him the orange man and all that stuff. And, I don't get there and I don't argue with him or get upset. But he is orange, okay? And they're stating an obvious fact. Yeah. He is orange. The dude is orange. And he needs to stop tanning. All right, we're done with the show. We're out of here. I got to go to bed.
Hey,
have a good night. All right, we're out. No.
Wait. Growing up, there was this kid that actually
God,
he took this pill. He took this pill. He was a meat cutter. He took this pill, and he turned orange. So I wonder if that's what Trump got a hold of. He couldn't cut meat for a long time till his skin cleared up. They wouldn't let him. I'm serious.
It's all right. I'll have to look that up.
So it's help tan or something that turned his skin completely orange. I don't remember his first name. I think was Aaron, but I don't remember his last name.
Maybe he's related to Trump.
No, Aaron Trump.
Aaron Trump.
No, it's Barron.
Baron Aaron Trump. All right, guys, take it easy. Stay tuned for the next podcast.
We're out of here.
Thanks for listening to the This Could Make Us Famous podcast. Want to help make someone famous? Have a story to share? Get in touch with us at facebook.com/This Could Make Us Famous. And be sure to subscribe to this podcast so you don't miss a single episode.